Hello, this is Lamine B. Suare, and this presentation is on health assessment, and the topic is heart disease. And I'm doing my screencast for the class English, 1001-027. And here we go. Um, the first slide I'm going to talk about is on the health assessment topic is on heart disease. It's the overview of the patient. As you can see, the initial is the only thing I've used here, not the actual name of the patient. But this assessment was performed on a real patient, and this information here are very correct. In a 70-year-old African American male, you can see the height and the weight, history of alcohol abuse and marijuana use, non-smoker in terms of the cigarette. You can see the kind of diet patient is on, and you can see the other health history and surgical history that this patient is on. And the next slide is going to talk about the family history of this patient. You can see the relatives on this side, the mother, the father, two sisters, brother, and the maternal grandmother. You can see the status, whether they are living, deceased, etc. And then you can see the disease, like the disease conditions that any of these people have. You can see that the mother has the following diagnosis: stroke, diabetes, type 2 diabetes, chronic kidney disease, and you can see that the father also had some hypertension and died of CVA, and the grandmother also died of CVA. So you have an idea of the family history. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is details to assess the risk factors for heart disease. And I put this graph here that basically shows the risk factors. So you can see inactivities account for 39.9% of people with cardiovascular disease in America. And obesity, you can see that is the second highest, and the lowest is diabetes, but nonetheless it is significant. And the rest of the risk factors are on the left side of the screen. As you can see, my course around that: stress, diabetes, sex, obesity, and poor diet. Alright, the next thing on the slide is prevention strategies for heart disease. And you can see a healthy diet is a good way to go. Maintaining a healthy weight is a good way to go. Regular exercise, limiting alcohol use, no smoking, reduce and manage stress, deal with depression, take supplements, like omega-3 and things like that. Maintain good hygiene. And on this other side, I just put this in here to be more active, and the benefits of that: avoid smoking, etc., and then choose good nutrition. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to be talking about is detection. How do you detect heart disease? Blood pressure check, blood sugar check, because that tells you somebody has diabetes, and we discussed earlier that is a risk factor. The fasting lipoprotein profile, the CT scan. I'm not going to elaborate on all of these, but you can just look at this with me. The echocardiogram, the cardiac catheterization, annual physical are all ways to detect heart disease. And conclusion: the patient, as you saw earlier, the initial CD, and with his medical history, it is clear that he's at risk for heart disease. And maintain healthy diet will be one of the teachings that I would provide for a patient like that. Maintaining healthy weight, move, many activities and things like that. Other prevention strategies, and also detection strategies as we discussed earlier. Other ways, and then you can see, because patient is an African American, and I got this graph from National Vital Statistics System, US Census Bureau 2010. You can see black men at highest risk of dying early from heart disease and stroke than other groups, and then you can see the breakdown of different groups over here. And that concludes essentially concludes my presentation. You can see some of the reference, CDC, Mayo Clinic, American Heart Association, and SecondCounts.org are some of the resources that I've used for this presentation. And that is it. Thank you.